And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll. And today's starter, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. Right through there for a strike. Yamamoto, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One away.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get.
Runner on the go. Squirts away a little bit. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Headed for the plate. The throw in.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Digging in, Orlando Cepeda. And that one is in for a strike. Man at first, one away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
In the dirt.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, 2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs. Hit on the ground to short. Bay handles, throws to first, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in the Bronx, our starter in this one, Michael King.
Well, you know, this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Ohtani matched a homer in his last game. That one to first, and foul ball. On the ground, right side, Cronenworth. And a quick out, number 1. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Tatis makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Jung-Hoo Lee. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Fought off foul. Yo, 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now there
goes the runner. Strike in there. Safe at second, and
let's see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Man at second. Swing and a foul out of play. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that ends the inning. New inning getting started, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Late on that fastball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. And that's down and away.
1 strike.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Luis Campusano now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one's in there. That's strike 2. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all. That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't...
Kim, off-balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's Jason Hayward. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Padres lead. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. That one's in there. 0-1. Kwan went deep in his most recent game. Next offering is fouled back.
Boog, that wasn't even close. You know, sometimes a guy will barely miss the zone and hit someone, but right there, he completely lost the handle, and that's when it gets a little scary.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swings through the sweeper. Tying run is at first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Got him swinging for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying, tattooed to Tater Town and gone. And they jump out front. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Henser Kim now at the plate. 2 for 6 so far in the series. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
0-1.
1 out, bases empty. And there's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it's 1 down, bases empty. On the ground, and that's just foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's going to be Ji-Hwan Bae. Foul ball there. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And the pitch. Right side, Cronenworth. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Line drive. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages.
Bogart's on the go. Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. And they add a couple more. It's 3-2.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Orlando Cepeda, the next up for the Padres. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out. Next is switch hitting first baseman Lance Berkman. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Hey.
Outside with a breaking ball. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, 2 ball. He flips it to second in time. And that's 2. 2 across on this San Diego homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now it's going to be Shohei Ohtani. King back to work. And that is out of play. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. So he blasts one out the other way. His 23rd of the year. It's 3-3. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or 2 without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ha-Sung Kim. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. And the slider just misses.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Towards first. Has some trouble with it. Still able to get it there in time. And that's out number 1 on a tough play. So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hit hard on the ground to short. And 2 away now. And stepping in for the Yankees, Seiya Suzuki. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
No ball,
and it's 0-2. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Stephen Kwan stepping in now for the Yankees. Little chopper rolls foul. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And here is Austin Wells. And first offering is fouled off. 4 runs already in the frame here in the last half of the third. Ground ball to the right side. He steps on the bag, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The wide to kick the pitch. And a foul ball. Tatis goes 6 feet 3 inches, 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. That one fouled hard the other way.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now at the plate, Luis Campusano. Struck out swinging his first time. In the dirt, 1-0. Yankees up by 3. Ripped on a line. Suzuki makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. This one lifted in the air, left field. Kwan settles under it and makes the catch. And that is... Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And a ground ball to first, and it goes just foul. That one ripped, but foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throws it away. And the Padres manager they hand the ball over to a new arm, Ron Marinaccio.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he...
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. He's in there. That one ripped. This one could be trouble. Run comes in from second. It's 7-3. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one is absolutely belted. Up against the wall and brings it in. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
And that's outside. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And up next for New York, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 2. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second and great jump.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nabs it, and that is that. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Back in New York, ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Jason Hayward. They say you win.
0-1's the count.
That one missed. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
3.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there, he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Bogarts, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that one sliced foul. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering misses down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Corrals it, and that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Hit hard, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And next for New York, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A massive home run. It's 9-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He's already homered in this game. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. That one inside, look out. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tatis under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Henser Kim. And that misses.
That's inside.
Ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hayward snags it, and the inning is over. And we're back. Here's Wade Boggs now. Yamamoto back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. And now the DH, Orlando Cepeda. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Lee makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Lance Berkman. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a swing and a drive. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. To the right side. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ji-hwan Bae. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line into the dive, and he got it.
Jim Edmonds is the modern-day Superman. That highlight reel just goes on and on and on, and you can add that one right there to that list.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. When he first joined the league, the Angels batted him 8th, and he wouldn't hit on days he pitched. Singy, do you remember who was DHing for the Angels at the time?
Oh, Boo, come on now. How can you forget a future Hall of Famer, Albert Pujols?
You're good.
Thank you.
That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Bullpen action for the Padres. Jeremiah Estrada getting ready to go. Morejon, the power lefty, up as well. Hayward on the move. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. 1 for 3. Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw. Save. Runner at second. 2 down. On the ground to first, Berkman. A flip to the pitcher covering. That's the inning. Back in the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And first offering is fouled off. And that one popped to short. Bay makes the catch, and there's one gone. Jason Hayward getting ready to hit. This one in the air. Stanton. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Merrill in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. That's too low. Now 2-0. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside low, and the count is 3-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
This one in the air, center field. Lee makes the play, and that'll do it. Robert Suarez gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Masataka Yoshida. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And a foul ball. And that's downstairs and outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Bogarts with the throw to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Stephen Kwan will hit next. That one ripped right center field. Way back there. And that ball is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 10-4. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Keston Hiura. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out swinging. Some high cheese for strike three. Two down. Bases in. Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Alex Jackson. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play. Two down, base is empty, but one run across here, the bottom of the seventh. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Third out. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now a 10-4 score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Well, this game is new pitcher for the Yankees, Randy Johnson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Lee pulls that one down, and there's one down. Wade Boggs. Digs in now. 3 for 3, two singles and a homer.
Number 30, Rob.
Ripped to short. Boggs is out. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Orlando Cepeda. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Adrian Morejon.
Don't expect to see a whole lot of swings and misses, but he's going to compete out there on the mound.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Ji-hwan Bae stepping in now for the Yankees.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Ball one.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Merrill going back, and that one is off the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So back to the top of the order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 0-1. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. Safe. In comes the run from second. And now it's 12-4.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found it.
Shohei on the go.
Ball.
Pitch is low. And safe.
0-1, no strike.
It's a stolen base. Bounced up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. So up next, Jung-Hoo Lee. Up the middle, Cronenworth. Out number 2, and another run comes in. And the Padres manager making his way. Jason Adam taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swing and a ground ball. And that is the inning. So they get 3 runs. Stepping in for San Diego. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Luke Weaver.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That's outside. 1-2 the count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. So a man aboard. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And there's the strike. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. And Tatis able to stay alive. And that's too high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Sends it across to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Campusano. First pitch just misses. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
1 out and a runner at second. And there's the automatic. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That to right. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Cronenworth, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
0-1.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1. Berkman on third with 2 out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Steps off, looks to third, nothing happening. Weaver is just 1 strike away.
That's ball 2.
And that is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
13-4 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Athletics. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starting pitcher, Hilton Smith. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. That one not close. And that's how this series begins. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. That one is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss there.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious. A lot of pop in that bat. Had the distance for the Oppo home run, but many times you have that slice going to the opposite field, and he just couldn't keep that one fair.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Yankees draw first blood on a solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Yankees baseball. Back here with my pal Singy. So here's the lefty, Shota Imanaga. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Save! Tying run in scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one ripped. And it It gets into the corner, but it's foul. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now to check out the A's lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Lawrence Butler.
And Boog with a lefty on the bump in this one. He's got a good shot to go off. Batting over 400 against lefties this season. So, you know, he's salivating a little bit as he walks to home plate. Look for him to have a big...
Now this one gets through. Wagner flying around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now a chance for Mickey Mantle. Stanton under it and makes the grab. 2 down. Jason Giambi, the next to hit. Fouled off left side. Giambi getting to start at first. A member of the 2000 hit club, and he's a former home run derby champ. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. Goes down looking. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, all even at 1 apiece. Second inning set to go. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Smith back to work. That's a strike. Kwan went deep twice in his last game. And a strike on the outside edge. And that one is inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Almost got him. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Popped up. Wagner pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
At the plate, Henser Kim. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Mantle sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that is that. 1 left for the Yankees. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Brent Rooker. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And it's caught for the out. So digging in, Dick Allen. Pitch is in there, and that is strike
0-1's
one.
the count.
Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And that one is out of here. And the A's jump in front. It's 2-1.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Cut on and lifted in the air, Kwan. Makes the catch for the out. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. And that one hammered. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. And ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run as the A's are on top. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Hammered, base hit. So now back to the top of the order. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And now they're out in front. It's 3-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. The result.
Next to hit, Ha-Sung Kim. Line drive. Mantle puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Lee swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Smith wheels and deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Seiya Suzuki stepping in now for the Yankees. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
Inside ball.
Missing inside, and it's 2-1. In the air, right side. And that will drop foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Young in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1 out. Base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Two outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he deals. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one just misses.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the...
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Stephen Kwan. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. And that one is inside ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. On the ground right side. He'll do it himself. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's Stanton now. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His 16th homer of the year. It's 4-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
Base is empty, one away. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Fought off foul. Wells, 25 years old, and he's been quite a threat lately with 6 homers in his last 10 games. That one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. That one missing inside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Kim stands in now, looks at that one inside. Now a fly ball to right center. Mantle sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 4-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Bounced up the middle. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Jason Giambi getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That missed by a lot. And a count now even up. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch
was. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. Next up for the A's, Dick Allen. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Mantle off of first with 2 away. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ji-hwan Bae. Smith back to work. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and it drops in, and that turns the lineup over.
Another multi-hit game for him.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Warren Spahn.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Runner takes off, pitch is low. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. And the 1-0. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. The A's bullpen has some movement. Osvaldo Bido, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Leclerc getting loose as well.
Count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Two now. And there's a ball.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Laser could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Puts it away for the out. So, man aboard. Next to hit, Jung-Hoo Lee. And there's a foul ball. And a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-2.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
One down, and now here goes the runner. Pitch inside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. On the ground to short, Wagner. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, left fielder Stephen Kwan.
First and second, one out. Stephen Kwan stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. And a foul ball. Lee at second. Suzuki at first. One gone. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Mantle brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That ball's carrying. Going. Gone. He circles the bases. His second home run of the game. And they tack on 3. It's 9-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Mound for the A's, Bob Feller.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
And now Austin Wells. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. That one at triple digits.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. It's now a 9-2 ball game. This is Yankees baseball on the. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That's in for a strike. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And it's fouled away.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Up the middle, Bay. The throw to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. In there for strike 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
So the lineup flips over. Honus Wagner up next for the A's. Fly ball to right. Makes the catch, inning over. Top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Henser Kim. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Osvaldo Bido getting loose out there. Leclerc also throwing. Strike 1.
1-1.
Next offering upstairs. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Bay at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. That clips the corner. High in the air, out to right. Rooker makes the play, and there are 2 outs. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Foul ball there.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Michael Young.
Number 39.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That makes it a 15-game hitting streak. And there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact, barreling up the baseball at times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
Strike two.
1 ball.
Nobody out.
2
Runner at
strikes.
first. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expected to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. And they cut into the deficit. It's 9-4.
There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Next up for the A's, Jason Giambi. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
Right through there for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And he hits a ground ball right side. In plenty of time to first. And they get Giambi for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. That one the other way. Two outs, runner at first. Dick Allen up next for the A's. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. There's the strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Outside.
Oh, just out.
Caught him looking for the K. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now 9-4. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ha-Sung Kim. Swings through that. Bob Feller was only 17 years old when he made his major league debut, and it did not take long for him to make a name for himself. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That one missed. Talking about Feller's debut, he burst onto the scene at his first start. He struck out 15 batters, and he was still in high school. In his 4th start, he racked up 17 Ks. So up next, Jung-Hoo Lee. And that one fouled off.
And Feller didn't slow down anytime soon. Led the league in strikeouts for the next 4 seasons and won 93 games.
Center field. Mantle settles underneath it. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
One ball.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that's down and away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down that time. Midway. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yusei Kikuchi.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And misses inside. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Kikuchi, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. 1 down, base is empty. Swings and misses, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Honus Wagner up next for the A's. That's towards center. Lee under it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Feller back to work. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Butler. And there's 1 down. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. That's out to center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alex Jackson. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Mantle makes the catch, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. On the mound now, Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That's to third. Kim gets it to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now the A's designated hitter, Babe Ruth. First pitch, not close. The Yankees leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2. And that's downstairs and outside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
1 down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Next up for the A's, Mickey Mantle. He's already homered here in this one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
That's a ball.
That one drilled left field. Kwan right there to make the grab. And that is the third. We go to the ninth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Henser Kim. And first offering is fouled off. Popped up. Wagner hauls it in for the out. And up next for New York, Ji-Hwan Bae. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. 0-1. And strike two. Base is empty, one away.
No ball,
Here in the
two
top
strikes.
of the ninth. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. In the air, out towards right center. Rooker gets under it. They got it for out number two. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And delivers
Ball one,
outside.
No strike.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time, and he's on at first. And next for New York, Ha-Sung Kim. Shohei on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there.
0-1's the count.
Safe.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Just off the inside edge.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 1-2. And they'll do it again. The next
Ball
pitch
two.
misses, and it's 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. Runner goes again. So 1 hit is all they. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Fernando Cruz. Pitch misses. 1-0.
1-0.
Fastball for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Now this is in the air down the line. Suzuki sizes this one up, and out number 1 on the grab. Now Dick Allen. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Stepping in, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 3 in this one. And no one can get there. Throw over to first. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. And that's through there for a strike. And that one is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. They're down to their final strike.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
This could end it. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees slug their way to a win in this one.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
9-4, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.